curriculums in America. The US has no national curriculum, although states, school districts, and national groups require or propose specific standards to guide school instruction. These standards defined what students should learn in different disciplines and grade levels. States also give standards-based standardized assessments. These examinations evaluate school performance, identify improvement areas, and assign resources or interventions. The Common Core State Standards, Next Generation Science Standards, and Smarter Balanced Assessment Consortium are state standards and tests. The absence of a national curriculum illustrates diversity, creativity, and flexibility in American education. Schools and educators can tailor their educational narratives to community needs and ambitions. This decentralized model encourages educators to experiment, adapt, and respond quickly to the changing education world. The Common Core State Standards. The Common Core State Standards, CCSS, often referred to as the Common Core Curriculum, is a set of educational benchmarks designed to standardize learning outcomes across U.S. states. Developed in 2009 by education leaders and adopted by most U.S. states, the Common Core aims to ensure that students graduate high school prepared for college, career, and life in the global economy. Overview of the Common Core Curriculum. The purpose: to provide consistent learning goals across states, to promote equity by ensuring all students, regardless of geography, have access to a high-quality education, to prepare students with critical thinking, problem-solving, and analytical skills needed for success in college and the workforce. The subjects covered are English Language Arts, ELA, focuses on reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language skills. Mathematics emphasizes understanding concept, procedural skills, and application of knowledge. The key characteristics of Common Core State Standards, CCSS. Standards are research-based and evidence-driven. Focuses on depth rather than breadth of knowledge. Encourages higher-order thinking and application of skills to real-world problems. Standards are not a prescribed curriculum, but a set of learning goals. States, districts, and teachers retain flexibility in deciding how to teach. Development of the Common Core. The Common Core was a collaborative effort involving the National Governors Association, NGA, the Council of Chief State School Officers, CCSSO, education experts, researchers, and policymakers. It was introduced in 2010, and by 2015, 42 states and the District of Columbia had adopted it, though implementation varied widely. Structure of the Common Core Curriculum. 1. English Language Arts, ELA standards. The English Language Arts, ELA standards have been divided into the following strands. Reading focuses on both literature, fiction, and informational text, non-fiction. Emphasis on understanding complex text and identifying evidence to support analysis. Writing requires students to produce clear and coherent writing, encourages argumentative, informative, and narrative writing. Speaking and listening develops skills for formal presentations and collaborative discussions. Language covers grammar, vocabulary, and conventions of standard English. Special focus on cross-disciplinary literacy. Students are expected to analyze text in history, science, and technical subjects. Anchor standards serve as overarching goals for each strand, guiding skills progression from kindergarten to grade 12. 2. Mathematics standards, divided into 2 components. Standards for mathematical practice, K-12. Universal skills such as problem solving, reasoning, communication, and modeling with mathematics. Standards for mathematical content, organized by grade level for K-8 and by topic. For example, algebra, geometry, statistics for high school. Key shifts in mathematics. Focus. Prioritize critical concepts at each grade level. Coherence. Connect learning across grades for a logical progression of knowledge. Rigor. Balances conceptual understanding, procedural fluency, and application. Key features of the Common Core Curriculum. College and career readiness. The standards align with skills expected in first-year college courses and workplace environment. Includes analysis of non-fictional text, real-world math problems, and collaborative skills. Progression of learning. Skills build progressively year by year, ensuring students are ready for the next stage of education. Evidence-based standards reflects best practices from high-performing countries and US states. Assessment focus. Promotes assessment aligned with common core standards, such as Partnership for Assessment of Readiness for College and Careers, PA-RCC, and Smarter Balanced Assessment Consortium, SBAC. Benefits of the Common Core Curriculum. uniformity across states, ensures students in different states receive the same quality of education, facilitates easier transitions for families moving between states, focus on skills for the modern world, emphasis on critical thinking, problem solving, and evidence-based arguments prepares students for the demands of a global economy. Collaboration and resources. Common standards enable teachers to share resources and best practices across states. Clear expectations. Parents, teachers, and students understand what is expected at each grade level. Criticism and challenges. Implementation variability. Some states struggled to adapt curriculum, train teachers, and allocate resources for the Common Core. Standardized testing. Heavy reliance on assessment led to concerns about teaching to the test and narrowing curriculum focus. Local control. Critics argue the Common Core undermines local and state education authority. One-size-fits-all approach. The standards are seen by some as too rigid for accommodating diverse learners, especially those with special needs or English language learners, ELLS. Current status. As of 2024, several states have modified or replaced the Common Core standards, but retain elements of its structure or focus. A few states never adopted the standards. Despite criticisms, the Common Core continues to influence curriculum development, instructional strategies, and assessment in many states.